module 1. Alhamdulillah. Okay, we're going to start with very boring term. We're going to learn on the term and so on. So you need to also remember all the term, what the history, because before you want to know something, you need to know the very basics, which is the history of someone also. Same goes if let's say you want to have a girlfriend or boyfriend, so you need to know her or him, right? Where is she from? When she's born or her born, his. So you need to know the background, the history. Same goes to the computer. You need to know the history of the computer also. The architecture. What is architecture? What is organizations? So these two terms is different. So later on you need to know what is the difference between these two. So over here, why? Why you need to learn on these COA or computer architecture organizations. So why you need to know and to learn about your computer? So first of all, of course, you need to study a computer on the history and the purpose of the computer and so on. And then second objective is to differentiate between computer architecture and computer organization. This is the one that I mentioned. You need to know the difference between each other. And the third is to understand what make computer system tick before attempt to optimize the program. After this, for your third sem, for your fourth sem, you're going to play around with your own programming. You're going to develop your own application. You need to develop your own system. So before you can implement it into the computer itself, you need to know what is already inside before you can modify, isn't it? So what is online today? We're going to learn on the overview, the components of computer. Although you always use your computer, sometimes me also don't know what is the port are for. Maybe the RS232, maybe you didn't even know about that port. Maybe if let's say you are not familiar with HDMI cable, VGA cable, you don't know the purpose, you don't know how the port look like. So that's why this is the way that you're going to learn all. Then computer structure and function. What is the function for all inside and also outside of the computer? The evolution, about the history. This one is I really hate because I don't like history subject. Same goes to the evolution part. But yeah, I need to also know the history and computer level hierarchy. This hierarchy going to learn what is type of your computer, the supercomputer, what is this, mobile phone what, and so on. So you're going to check what is the hierarchy on computer, example of system, and then finally the summary. So until here, is it okay or not? You want me to stop or you want me to continue?
Yeah, it's okay.
What okay? You want me to continue?
Yes.
Okay, so I will continue. I don't want to talk to my computer alone, okay? So please, uh, what? Please make conversations with me also. So I will not assume that I'm talking alone. So first, what we're going to look is an overview about what? About family computer and also computer type. So let we take a look on this. So on this subject is about the structure and also the functions of computer in order to differentiate the nature and also the characteristic of the modern day computer clearly. So you can see over here, it's very easy. This one is computer, this one is laptop. So inside the computer, all the ports, sometimes you also don't know. Same goes to me. Sometimes if let's say it's new brand of computer, sometimes it's quite different. Last semester I buy new computer and then I was suddenly feeling, where is the CD-ROM? I don't have CD-ROM. Why should I buy this expensive computer? Something like that. So that's why we need to know how the flow of the computer. Last time we are using floppy disk and then CD, and then nowadays there is no CD-ROM at all. So same goes to what happened, what we're going to learn. So this task is challenging because variety of computer product. So you have a lot of brands of computer, right? You have Toyota, you have Apples, you have HP, you have Lenovo. So most of them also having different in physical looks and also different in also the architecture and so on. Different brand, they also sometimes having different architecture in the computer itself. So from the single chip microcomputer to the supercomputer. So you need to know what is single chip microcomputer, what is supercomputer. Variety not only in cost but also size, performance and application. So if let's say you have a big size, is it good in performance? How about the application? So you need to know all of that. And second is rapid changes in all aspects that categorize computer technology continuously. So in describing computer, this distinctions is often made between. So there is two big difference between, which is under computer architecture and computer organization. So this is how you're going to look into. So under architecture, the question is normally said, how do I design a computer? So how are you going to design to make a computer? And for the organizations of computer, the question is normally, how does computer work? So first of all is architecture is when you want to develop or you want to create your own computer. But for the computer organizations, you just maybe buy a new computer and then you were thinking, how this computer work? So under computer or architecture, you can see refer those attributes of the system that visible to programmer. So you are the one that want to design. So normally it's called as the programmer. So you are the one that program the computer. Have a direct impact to the logical executions of a program. While for the computer organizations refer to operational unit and their interconnections that realize the architecture of specification. So when you open the computer, and then there is a lot of other system inside, how they are linked to each other, their interconnections, the operations. So how you going to open, let's say, your computer, how you can open your application inside your computer. So it is under computer organizations. There is another examples under this, which is include many elements to be addressed. So this is under computer architecture. So this is the example, instruction set and format, operations code, data types, number and type of register, addressing mode. So you can read and understand it by yourself, computer architecture, and this is the example of computer organizations, control signal, signaling method, and memory types. Later on, if you still don't understand, we can go deeper and deeper later on, so don't be stressed at first. Now you will look into the computer family. So many computer manufacturers offer a family of computer. What is family of computer? Normally you have human. So you have human as a family, or maybe animal. Oh, there is animal of family. But computer also have family. So you need to know what is family of computer model, which is all the same architecture but different in organization. So see, same architecture but different in organization. All Intel x86 family share the same basic architecture. Later on you will see why you need to have architecture, why you need to have same architecture. Although it is different organization, why? So the IBM System 370 architecture first introduced in 1970. So if you ask me, without I'm looking to the slide, I also can't remember to be honest, because I really hate history subject. But yeah, you need to know. I don't think that there is a question on your test, or maybe a quiz or assignment or project asking you about the years of publications or creating of IBM system. But what you need to do, what you need to know is which is come first. Okay, the first is IBM system. So you know, although you didn't remember the date or the year. So include a number of models that share the same basic architecture and has survived to this day as the architecture of IBM mainframe produce line. So until today, from 1917 until today, we still using the same architecture, but it is under IBM mainframe products. So different product, maybe they already changed the architecture, but in the same mainframes IBM, they are using the same from 1970. So the newest model retain the same architecture so that customer software investment has protected. So let's say I give you the example. You buy your phone. I don't use iPhone 12. Is it iPhone 12 Pro, right? I don't use iPhone 12 Pro. It is too expensive for me. So if I buy let's say iPhone iPhone 4, last time I have iPhone 4, or maybe the iPad, the fuel iPad. So they are using one architecture, but throughout a year, Apple are changing the architecture. That's why sometimes when you buy all version of phone, you certain application you cannot update. You cannot update, you cannot use. This is because of the architecture is different. So why you need to have similar architecture? Because the software of the customer are protected, then they can re-update and using the same and compatible version. So if let's say you cannot install and your friend can install, means that your phone having different in architecture. So this is just a overview. So this is how it's flow. Maybe you can read it by yourself. From Chevrolet, this is just example what is the different, same architecture but different organization. So you can see Chevrolet moving to the Fords, and then Volkswagen, after that what, Lincoln, and then Toyota, and so on. So the one advantage having the same architecture is that same software can be used in newer computer model with the different computer organization. Is it okay? So I already give you the example. And over here, why? Why you need to study computer architecture and computer organizations? You might feel confused. So first, as I already mentioned, you need to know to design better programming because later on you're going to be a programmer. One thing I was wonder, most of you, I ask, what are you want to be after you finish and after you graduate? Most of you, which is from computer science student, saying, I want to be a programmer. I want to be a software developer. But when come out to PSM, final year project, okay, I give a list of title for final year project. And then the student said, I'm not good in programming, doctor. I was like, huh? Not good in programming. So what is the purpose you are in computing school? And then what do you want to be after you finish, because you are in the computing school. So please make sure whenever you have programming subject, focus and do many exercise. Don't just wait for the lecturer give you the sample of coding, the sample of programming, because at the end you are alone when you go to your internship. So see, I dah bebel-bebel kan macam biasa. So when you are internship, last semester I having the industrial training. So I meet several supervisors there. They said UTM student basically is good, but they don't know how to apply what they learn, especially in programming. So you are like going to one company and you just need to learn back. So what happened and what is the purpose we as a lecturer teach you? And why you just want to wait for your lecturer to spoon feed spoon feed you. Tak boleh lah main suap aja. Macam tu. Dulu previously as student, kita orang takut sangat dengan lecturer. So I dah start babble kan, kejap I want to share. So we as a student takut sangat dengan lecturing, takut. But for now I see, aduh, student sekarang tak kisah lecturer. Kita lecturer ni takut dengan student ni. Macam, aduh mak, student ni dah WhatsApp lah, nak balas apa ni? Sampai macam tu sekali kan. Dulu we don't have WhatsApp. So we don't have WhatsApp. What we need to do is we need to find our lecturer at their office. Normally like kita macam tunggu sini, bila lecturer ni nak sampai. Macam tu lah. But sekarang ni student pukul 12 malam, 1 AM, 12 tengah malam, still WhatsApp. But we as a lecturer didn't complain. Only that you need to have like thinking, okay, this lecturer already tried to make effort for us, to try us, to entertain us. So please do it for yourself too. We as a lecturer try to give full effort and want our student to success. Kita tak nak macam, alamak student aku fail, malunya. Macam tu lah rasanya. Kita tak ada cakap, alah student ni fail, kesian lah tengok dia. Tak ada macam tu. Tapi kita sendiri as a lecturer, kita malu tau. Kalau cakap student dapat teruk tu nanti, ada lecturer will ask us, what happened? Student tu sendiri teruk, tak ada. They will blame the lecturer itself. So please make sure that you be the best for all. In all subject, not only for my subject. So start again. Where is it? Okay. I suka bebel-bebel sikit So continue. Next is to optimize program behavior and then to evaluate benchmark of your computer system performance. So you know the capacity of your computer. Let's say you have 8 gig of your memory. So you want to have a system that have more than that. So you said, kenapa tak boleh run ni komputer ni? You know already your benchmark but you want to try. So you need to know all your computer performance and benchmark so you can evaluate and you know what is the program that you can run and so on. Then to understand time, space, price, trade-off. So this one still under boring. You want to learn something, right? So this is under personal computer. Okay, alah doktor ni. Ini dah ada, dah tahu dah. Ni PC lah, komputer pun nak ajar. Sama lah macam tu kan. So this is a small single user computer which is based on microprocessor. You need to know. Nanti janganlah sampai dalam gambar what is this? Computer. Something macam tu. So you need to also like, this is personal computer. Janganlah jawab orang tanya, what is this? This is computer. Everybody is know computer, but in scientific names, you need to know, this is personal computer. So when you like interview, so bila people tanya several of student, what is this? Most of them answer computer, and you are the one said personal computer. Then the interviewer will say, who's your lecturer? And you tell my name, okay? So you need to know basically the scientific name. This is a personal computer. And then the workstation. What is workstation? It is more powerful than your personal computer. A powerful single user computer. So the performance and the spec of your computer much more higher than your personal computer. A workstation is like a PC but more powerful in terms of your microprocessor and in general a higher quality monitor. So bukanlah dalam 2000 3000 tu. So the price must be higher than 5, maybe more than 10,000. So normally for gamers, for programmer, so allow always do a multiple programming in one time, so they need a workstation, not a PC. So if you are a gamer, you go to kedai computer, you ask, I want to buy a computer for gaming. So they will say, okay, budak ni tak pandai ni. So if you say workstation, workstation, where you study? Then you cakap lah UTM. Baru orang macam, wow. So next is mini computer, a multi-user computer capable to support up to 100 users simultaneously. So this is multi-computer. Normally kalau you go to the lab, you will see there is a lot others like this. So there is a multi-computer also inside of that. So inside of here also there will be a router, there will be a router, and then the hub, and then the switch, all inside here. There is a lot of wires. If you see over here, it's connected to each others. So this is a multi-user computer or mini computer. And then after that, there is a mainframe, a powerful multi-computer, which is combinations of all these, capable to support many hundred and thousand users simultaneously. So normally in a big organizations, our lab is normally using a mini computer only, but for the server itself, we need to have the mainframe to support all in one UTM. And then there is a supercomputer. This is the highest in everything, which is extremely fast computer that can perform hundred of million instruction per second. So there is a lot of that. So you need to know how they link together, why you need that, what is inside of the supercomputer. So you can also check and Google. You just play around the YouTube, right? So normally daripada you dengar YouTube tak cerita bukan-bukan asyik-asyik membawang je. So apa kata you buka? So what is supercomputer? Sambil tidur tu you dengar, oh supercomputer. Lepas tu mimpi-mimpi sikit apa yang saya bebel. Next is mobile device. A computer device that's small enough. So sometimes you can see over here, this is your mobile phone. Janganlah panggil handphone. Cuba tiba-tiba you cakap dekat kawan you, mana mobile device aku ni? So mesti dia pelik, mobile device? Dia pun tak pernah dengar agaknya. So normally people akan panggil handphone. Asyik-asyik handphone, bosan term tu kan. So we change it now. Today we use mobile device. A computing device that's small enough to hold and operate in hand. So the example is your smartphone. So your smartphone also called as a mobile device. Lepas ni kalau pergi kedai cakap saya nak cari casing for mobile device. Nanti dia pun dah pelik dah. Mobile device, apa benda casing mobile device ni? So barulah you cakap mobile device tak tahu ke, lain kali belajar tinggi sikit. So this is 12. It's near 1 PM. I guess I want to finish all, but yeah, tak sampai bawah pun lagi. It's only an overview, but it's okay. Later on I will share with all of you the video, the recording video, and also I will share the video for other sections, and we will continue tomorrow. And I hope tomorrow you already learn. Before class, please make sure you read it because I already give the notes, I think yesterday, isn't it? So,
Yes, teacher.
Tomorrow I will pick some lucky person because penat tau bebel 2 jam straight ke 1 jam straight ke kan. So adalah someone yang boleh tolong saya mengajar. Nanti kita share lah, saya tak adalah nak bagi gaji. Tapi kalau datang dekat UTM tu cari saya, cakap doktor saya hari tu dah bebel kat kelas, saya belanja lah air apa? T-Life. Okay. T-Life okey aku mahal tau T-Life. Kalau air RM2 kat tepi jalan tu tak apa kak. Nak minta T-Life. Okay, I guess until here for today. We meet again tomorrow, right? So don't forget to scan your QR code attendance for our class today, and we meet again tomorrow.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you and have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ini tengok ni apa benda tu? Habis. Sekejap. Cuma nak screenshot siapa yang tak keluar lagi ni. Tidur